Hi guys, welcome back. This time I'm recapping a webtoon. The plot is Su Lingxing's boyfriend Lu Tianqi takes him horseback riding, but unfortunately, a scheming green tea targets him, costing him his eyes. The name is After I Left You. Let's get started.
This love of 7 years is finally coming to an end, or should I say, everything is starting anew, thought Su Lingxin. He stood on the balcony with his cane. I'm finally leaving the place I shared with him for 7 years. I've packed up all the things I'll be taking with me. But I'll miss the flowers I took care of every day. I won't be able to bring the more delicate ones, and it would really be a pity if those flowers I tended for so long were to suffer and wither away. The butler spoke up from behind him. Don't worry, Master Lu has already hired a gardener. The flowers will be well taken care of. Su Lingxin turned to face him. That's a relief. I haven't finished preparing a place to stay yet, anyway. Master Lu still cares for you, you know. Otherwise, he wouldn't have told me to pick a gardener that you liked. It's unfortunate that you aren't staying. I had to make the decision myself. Su Lingxin just smiled. He couldn't help but think about the past. Su Lingxin was tending to the flowers when a pair of arms embraced him from behind. Having such a capable little gardener really puts my heart at ease, said Lu Tianqi. Su Lingxin looked back. Really? It doesn't seem that you care very much about this garden, young Master Lu. Lu Tianqi leaned in for a kiss. I only care about you. Is Lu Tianqi hiring a gardener because of what happened to my eyes? Now that I'm leaving, are those flowers really worth having someone else pour their heart into? It's true that Lu Tianqi has many charming people around him, and all of them want to take the place by his side. If such a large manor doesn't have a presentable garden, they might also find it unappealing. I guess that's why Lu Tianqi will keep these flowers alive. His negative thoughts brought him back to the present troubles he's facing. He opens his eyes to face the butler. It's all right. I trust your decision. Oh, right. Let me hand over the keys now. The butler took the key and bowed to him. I'll help you to the car. As they were making their way down the stairs, Su Lingxin thought the butler was very helpful and courteous as ever, and will do so to the next person who will take his place. Careful, Mr. Su is coming through, said the butler to the moving crew. Ah, okay. Hey. You guys, watch out. Don't run into Mr. Su. Two workers whispered among themselves. What's wrong? Another worker responded. Mr. Su is blind. Su Lingxin was lost in thought while waiting in front of the gates with the butler. Sure enough, Lu Tianqi didn't come. It makes sense he's busy with work. Ever since I brought up breaking up with him, he hasn't come home at all. I haven't seen him, even once. A voice cut through his thoughts. Mr. Su, is your ride not here yet? You were only recently discharged from the hospital. I'm afraid you'll catch a cold out here, said the butler. Su Lingxin was startled and let out a scream. Sorry. Now that I've lost my eyesight, my hearing has become much more sensitive. I'm not quite used to it yet. I feel like I can hear even the slightest sounds, and it makes me a little jumpy. I hope I didn't scare you. Don't mind me. It's no problem at all. It's unfortunate that all of our drivers left with Master Lu today. How about I call a taxi for you? It's currently around lunchtime, though, so it might be a little slow. Su Lingxin was surprised. All of the drivers are gone? What's the occasion? It's the opening of Young Master, whose equestrian club. He just came from Hong Kong and is short on staff. He closed his eyes. I see. I really shouldn't bother them then. He turned to the butler. My doctor is coming to pick me up soon. If you didn't remind me, I really wouldn't have noticed the time. You've been busy all morning. Go get lunch now. I'm okay with waiting by myself. The butler was hesitant. But a car suddenly braked in front of them. The window lowered. Sorry for the wait. You're not tired, are you, Lingxin? Asked a handsome guy. Of course not. I just came down. I'll be leaving now. Thank you for helping me pack my things. As the car drove away, the butler couldn't help but speculate. How unexpected. Before the season for flowers even arrives, someone else is already breaking in and stealing him away. In a bar, a man answered a phone call. Sir, Mr. Su has already left. What about those flowers of his? Like his favorites, the Chinese roses in our bedroom. Did he take those as well? He didn't. Huh? Then he's just throwing a tantrum. Don't mind him. When he wants to come back in a few days, arrange for a car to pick him up. Also, I won't be coming home anytime soon. Tell the new gardener to be careful with our precious flowers. We can't let any of them get ruined. Lu Tianqi ended the call. That Lingxin, he sighed helplessly. He can't even let go of a few pots of flowers. How would he be willing to let go of me? Tianqi, called out a handsome guy at the bar counter. Lu Tianqi sat down next to him. Sorry, I've made you wait. He told the bartender he would have the same drink as Young Master who. Was it that cowardly little gardener of yours again? Asked Young Master, who with a flushed face. Lu Tianqi stayed silent for a moment. He's cute to me. Huh. I just don't get it. What's so good about a coward? Lu Tianqi thought back on his relationship with Su Lingxin. No matter how you look at it, he gave up a lot to be with me. I have to take responsibility. Tianqi, are you going to have breakfast? Asked Su Lingxin. Nope, I'm running late for a meeting today. At least have a bite before you go. I was always weighted down with problems from work, and the only place I could vent my frustrations was at home. I said I don't want anything. Can you stop nagging? Remember to eat something after you get to work, then. That way you won't get another stomachache. I got it, responded Lu Tianqi annoyed. Lingxin is the one who understands me, and the one who is willing to compromise for me. Now that I think about it, he's still angry at me. When he calms down, everything will be fine. Let's try not to jinx that right now. Young master who spoke up, hey there, why'd you stop drinking?
Pick up your cup again.
We're not leaving until we get wasted. Lu Tianqi smiled. How could I not drink to my heart's content on such a happy occasion? They clink glasses together. Cheers to our collaboration. Lu Tianqi was sure Su Lingxin would definitely come back to him. A few days ago, Su Lingxin had been thrown from a horse and bashed his head against a rock. The doctor told him the concussion wasn't too severe. It's the cerebral hemorrhage that caused temporary blindness. Although it hasn't completely damaged your optic nerve, lack of timely treatment for your condition could lead to permanent blindness. You might even need to undergo surgery. As for the cost of treatment, has Mr. Lu said anything? I can pay for it on my own, responded Su Lingxin. My family has made a living in floristry for generations. Although we can't be considered rich, I can still get by. He couldn't help but think. In the 7 years that we were together, I was probably no more than a gardener that was readily available to Lu Tianqi. But I still overestimated myself and fell in love with him. In the car, the doctor and Su Lingxin were making their way to the apartment. Lingxin? I thought you'd be bringing your flowers with you. Mr. Lu can't be so stingy that he wouldn't even let you take some flowers, can he? In any case, wouldn't they count as shared property? When taken away from their home environment, it's hard to keep such delicate flowers alive. It's better if I leave them there. I guess that's a good thing. Now you can focus on your own health. Don't worry, I'm sure you'll be able to make a full recovery within a year and a half. Su Lingxin agreed. The doctor was mesmerized by him. I had to do an emergency surgery just now. That's why I was late, the doctor said with a flustered face. It's okay I didn't wait long. Even so, the other man couldn't help but wish he were angry at him. Is that so? The doctor replied. Once they arrived, the man helped Su Lingxin with his seatbelt. You don't have to be so formal with me, you know. After all, you hired me to be your personal caretaker. Su Lingxin gave him a polite smile. Then I'll be in your care. Of course, the doctor said a bit disappointed. Because of Su Lingxin's disability, the doctor had to clean the apartment by himself. I underestimated you, Dr. Qin. You really do work quickly. This is nothing. I used to dig wells and build pig pens in Africa with my bare hands. Dr. Qin flexed his arms, but Su Lingxin couldn't see. Never mind. Have some tea. By the way, there's a bouquet and a cell phone on the table to your left. Your secretary prepared them for you. Dr. Qin sat down next to him. Su Lingxin reached for the phone. A flip phone with buttons? How nostalgic. It'll definitely be much easier to use than other phones. He made a call to his secretary. Hello? Thank you for the flowers and the phone, Secretary Zhang. No problem. I'm glad you like them. How's the Kunming Floral Market auction going this year? Pretty good. Sales are up 20% compared to last year. I see. That's good. By the way, could you help me change my phone number? Your personal phone number? Yes. I should change my home phone too. Could you help me let people know? Thank you. And sorry for the trouble. Dr. Qin was secretly overjoyed. It looks like Lingxin is cutting off Lu Tianqi for good. Su Lingxin pulls out a flower. What are you doing? Fresh cut flowers should be trimmed to increase their longevity. I see. Dr. Qin leaned closer to smell the flower in Lingxin's hand. It smells good. Su Lingxin laughs. This is a lion rose. It was cultivated as a decoration for autumn weddings. It has no fragrance. People mistakenly think that every flower is fragrant, just like with my eyes. Seemingly beautiful, but lacking in charm and clarity. Suddenly a hand holds his wrist. Dr. Qin brought the flower closer to him. Then perhaps the flowers are fragrant because of you. Dr. Qin, do you have Viagra? Dr. Qin was dumbfounded. Viagra? Lingxin, you must have misunderstood something. I don't need to use that. Also, your body can't handle that kind of thing right now. Dr. Qin, where has your mind run off to? I was just going to crush the pills and put them in the water to help keep these flowers fresh. It increases water flow in the flower stem. It makes them last for a long time. Su Lingxin said while cutting off the stem. Dr. Qin got nervous. Is there a problem, Dr. Qin? And not at all. Su Lingxin laughed. All right, take a break and have some tea. You must be tired from moving all those things. Thanks. Su Lingxin tuned the TV on. A female voice filled the silence in the room. Today is the grand opening of the equestrian club owned by the young master of the Hu family. Many celebrities are in attendance, making it a very lively occasion. I feel lucky to have the support of so many people, said young master Hu. In particular, I want to thank Lu Tianqi of Yinfei Technology. He's given me a lot of help and advice, he said while placing his hand on Lu Tianqi's shoulder. Without Tianqi, the preparations would not have gone so smoothly. Young master, who is a great partner. I'm fortunate to be able to work with him. Dr. Qin scoffs. Lu Tianqi seems to be working really hard to please the Hu family's young master. However, I don't think having a good relationship with President Hu will be enough to help expand his business outside the mainland. That's not it. If Lu Tianqi wants something, he'll get it. He's just that kind of person. Back then, Lu Tianqi left his family's wealthy estate and decided to build his own empire from scratch. He's a determined man who would never do business at a loss. This relationship of 7 years was not an expense to him. It was a mere loan. Su Lingxin turned off the TV. Now that we're separated, there's no need to pay back the interest by pining for each other like distant lovers. 3 months earlier, Su Lingxin was helping Lu Tianqi with his suit. Lu Tianqi caressed his face. I have no interest in horses, so I never thought that one day I'd have to go along with the trend and sponsor one just to get this little trinket. Although, I'm sure its value has increased because you're the one who put it on for me. Yes, of course. Make sure you take a look around the stables. It would be bad if you ran into an aggressive horse. Don't try to be a hero out there. Falling from a horse is no trivial matter, warned Su Lingxin. Lu Tianqi smiled and grabbed his hand for a kiss. How about you come with me?
Huh?
To Hong Kong, asked Su Lingxin surprised. It's not often that he wants to take me on a business trip. That's right, said Lu Tianqi. Once the couple arrived at the airport, they were greeted by some business partners. He's here. Mr. Lu, over here. The man shook Lu Tianqi's hand. Thank you for coming such a long way. You must be tired from the flight. Lu Tianqi took off his sunglasses. It's not a problem. I should be thanking young Master Hu and Secretary Chen for personally coming to pick us up from the airport. The younger man approached him. I just wanted to come because I was so excited to meet you. You're a very important guest to the Hu family. Su Lingxin was being left out of the conversation. Young master caught sight of Su Lingxin and gave him a dismissive look. Tianqi, is that your friend? Lu Tianqi stayed silent for a moment. His last name is Su, and he's a florist. Young master, who touched Lu Tianqi's arm while throwing Su Lingxin a smirk. Oh, so it's Mr. Su. Hi there. Su Lingxin put on a smile. Hello. Why did he even bring me here? In situations like this, my presence is only a hindrance to him and makes the other party uncomfortable, thought Su Lingxin. I thought that Mr. Lu would surely bring his girlfriend or wife along. With all your achievements, you must have a wife by now, right? Asked Secretary Chen. Lu Tianqi just smiled. Let's head out. I'm a little tired, so I think I'll turn in early at the hotel.
Sure.
We're going to the stables tomorrow, so make sure to rest well. The group started to walk away, leaving Su Ellingson behind. Lu Tianqi glanced back before looking away from him, not even sparing him a word. Su Lingxin clenched his hand. I know that business is a game of playing along with others, so I can only sit back and watch Tianqi put on an act in front of me. He said sadly to himself, trying to find comfort because the person he loved wouldn't stand up for him. The group went to a restaurant. Young master, who sat down next to Lu Tianqi. Here, Tianqi, have some more. This place is famous for its sweet and sour shrimp, said young master Hu excitedly. Thanks. You little brat, why do you never treat me so nice? Come on, Dad. Tianqi is a guest. Not at all. Young master, who is just giving me a chance. Mr. Hu laughed. You sure know how to talk. Young master, who gazed at Lu Tianqi with affection. Su Lingxin noticed his intentions. Mr. Su, are the dishes here not suited to your taste? Asked young master Hu. And no, that's not it. President Hu went out of his way to reserve this place for us, Lingxin. Lu Tianqi reproached him. Su Lingxin was hurt by his words. I've been eating, he responded softly. Young master, who was delighted Lu Tianqi, was taking his side over Mr. Su's. By the way, Tianqi, said young master, while placing his hand in Lu Tianqi's arm. Isn't staying at a hotel so uncomfortable? Why don't you stay over at our house? You can treat it like your own place, and looked at Su Lingxin provokingly. Lu Tianqi rejected the idea. That would be too much trouble for you guys. It really wouldn't. That's enough. He's already booked his hotel. Don't keep bothering him about it. Su Lingxin was relieved. But Dad. Some days later, at the hotel, Lu Tianqi got out of the shower. Lingxin, President Hu has invited us to go riding at the stables today. Okay, have a good time, he said dismissively. They invited you too. I don't have the time. Su Lingxin, what can you possibly be busy doing? Flowers. I already told you a few months ago that this hotel will be hosting a celebrity wedding. Our proposals for the event were all rejected because they want fresh cut flowers that aren't in season. Arranging for that is going to be pretty difficult. Ling Xin, you never liked working on complicated things. Why are you making it so hard for yourself? Lu Tianqi crossed his arms. Su Lingxin was flabbergasted by Lu Tianqi. But this is my own career. Tianqi always thought that it was enough for me to just stay at home by his side. I explained my feelings to him so many times. But he always seemed to look down on my so-called career. Su Lingxi stood up after taking deep breaths and walked past Lu Tianqi. I'll go change my clothes and get ready. Lu Tianqi embraced him from behind. Thank you. But my love for him persuaded me to give in again and again. Morning. The couple were greeted by young Master Hu and his father. Lu Tianqi responded, President Hu, young Master Hu. Sorry for making you wait. Good morning, said Su Lingxin. Oh, how nice. Tianqi finally brought Mr. Su along. Isn't being cooped up in the hotel quite boring? Coming out to ride with us will be a lot more fun. Young Master Hu said sarcastically, I'm not good at sports, and I don't know how to ride. I just came with Tianqi to look around. Don't worry, I can teach you. Look, my dad is getting old now, but he has no problem riding. Even young Master, whose father encouraged him to try. It's good to experience new things while you're young. Su Lingxin glanced towards Lu Tianqi. Oh, okay. I guess I'll try. Young Master, who brought out a majestic black horse. Come, meet Black Beauty. She's very docile. So treat her nicely, okay? Su Tingxi wasn't convinced and grew anxious. The group were riding their horses together when Su Lingxin's horse started to act up. Huff, huff, the sound of the horse breathing got more agitated. Why do I feel like something is wrong with her? Thought Su Lingxin. Young Master looked towards him. Ahem. The horse's ears perk up at the sound before he took off at full speed, leaving everyone behind. Su Lingxin was terrified. Stop, please stop. Lingxin, pull on the reins. It was Lu Tianqi. Once Su Lingxin pulled on the reins, the horse stopped and threw him off. His head impacted against a rock hard. Lingxin, shouted Lu Tianqi. Su Lingxin was laying on the ground with his head bleeding profusely. He tried to speak, but no words came out. You're hurt. Don't move. Lu Tianqi crouched down next to him. Call a doctor. Hurry up. Su Lingxin lost consciousness. Su Lingxin came to at the hospital. Where am I? His eyes were bandaged. He heard Lu Tianqi talking with the doctor. Due to cerebral hemorrhaging resulting from severe head trauma, Mr. Su will have impaired vision with temporary blindness. Will he be able to recover his sight? His optic nerve hasn't been completely damaged, so his loss of sight should only be temporary. However, if not treated in time, it could progress into permanent blindness. Su Lingxin fell asleep listening to the voices. He woke up after a nightmare. Just then Lu Tianqi came back to the hospital room with a basket of flowers. Who's there? Asked Su Lingxin, startled. Lingxin, it's me, said Lu Tianqi. A nurse came in also. Mr. Su, it's time for your antibiotics. Ah, okay. He was given an injection. After the nurse left, Lu Tianqi turned off the lights to the room. It hurts so much every time they give me those shots, complained Su Lingxin. Lu Tianqi placed the basket down and responded emotionlessly. Is that so? Su Lingxin reached out to touch the flowers. Did you buy these? The Hu family sent them. President Hu said that because the accident occurred at their stables, he'll come over tomorrow with young Master Hu to apologize personally. I don't want to meet with them. Lu Tianqi was stunned. What did you just say? I don't want to meet with them, so tell them not to come. I'm not going to accept the apology either. Is it because of what happened with the horse, or because of young Master Hu? Su Lingxin touched his bandages. Is there a difference? Lingxin, I've already explained to you that I'm just playing along with young Master Hu for business. Do you really need to be so narrow-minded and confuse these things? I'm not. Lu Tianqi narrowed his eyes at him. You're not? The Hu family stables are very famous, but you're the only case of an accident happening there. They said they're willing to apologize, but you refused to accept. Lingxin, you're really immature. Since you're still angry, I'll leave you to cool off. I'll be taking my leave. That said, not accepting their apology would be very rude. So think about it carefully. Don't go looking for trouble where there is none. Do you really think that everything was my fault? Lu Tianqi's hand stopped from opening the door. I really shouldn't have brought you along. Su Lingxin held his head. Tianqi, my existence is of no use to you anymore. My eyes were injured, and I've caused so much trouble for you. Let's break up. Silence filled the room. If that's what you want, then so be it. The door creaked as Lu Tianqi left the room. Tears streamed down Su Lingxin's face. He couldn't help but laugh at his situation. 7 years. 7 whole years of entanglement. All of the days of our lives we spent with each other. Every kiss and embrace. How much did these bits and pieces matter? Everything between us will now be imperceptibly split in two. And I'll only have these memories of affection left to hold on to. Back then, I loved him and was loved by him. It was a time when I was happy. Days later. This is our signature crab pot congee. Careful, it's hot. Miss Jiang, you asked to have it without the clay pot, so we put it in a bowl instead. Yes, thank you. Su Lingxin and Bailu Jiang were eating out at a restaurant. Come on, eat up. It's only been a few weeks since I last saw you, but you've lost so much weight. What will I do if you just waste away like this? I understand, said Su Lingxin helplessly. Bailu was delighted with the food. If I hadn't come with Bailu today, I wouldn't have an appetite at all. Losing my eyesight has also greatly affected my sense of taste. Sometimes, I can't even tell what I'm eating. How is it? Asked Bailu. You're right, it's pretty good. By the way, isn't Mr. Lu's company close by? Why didn't you bring him along? Su Lingxin interrupted her. Bailu, you can't blame me for never inviting you here. I've never even been here myself. What? It's true. To be honest, I've never even gone inside the Yinfei company building before. That can't be possible. You're the family of Yinfei's boss, but you haven't explored around here before. That's right. Even though we've been together for so long. Maybe I never saw him for who he really was. Bailu saw Su Lingxin lost in thought. Oh no, are they having trouble at home? I hope I didn't say anything I shouldn't have. Maybe Mr. Lu is just too busy. Next time we all meet up, I'll definitely tell him off for you. There's no need. Actually, Su Lingxin couldn't say it. It's almost unbearable. The words I want to say are stuck in my throat, burning and stinging me. What's wrong? And nothing. Su Lingxin accidentally spilled his drink. Oh no, your clothes got wet. Why don't I call one of the staff over to help you fix yourself up in the bathroom? Don't, yelled Su Lingxin.
Sorry.
I just meant that I can go by myself. Thank you. Then let me go with you. Su Lingxin stood up. There's really no need. You can keep eating. He made his way to the restroom. Unknowingly, I've become afraid of the overbearing concern of others around me, because even without my eyesight, I can feel their pitiful gazes on me. On his way back to his table, he overheard a conversation. Opening a branch office in Hong Kong went even more smoothly than expected. Our main focus for the next 3 years should still be overseas development. Su Lingxin stops for a moment. Agreed. He recognized the voice and hurriedly made his way past the hallway before he could be seen. Lunch break is almost over. Let's head back to the company. Suddenly, a man collided with Su Lingxin. Whoa! Are you okay? The man helped him get steady on his feet. I'm so sorry. I didn't notice there was a person in front of me. Su Lingxin was startled. I am fine. Let me help you with that, sir.
Mom.
Wait for me. A little kid was running and kicked Su Lingxin's cane away, causing him to lose his balance. A hand shot out and caught him before he could fall. Lingxin, you should be more careful, said Lu Tianqi. Lingxin. Su Lingxin couldn't answer him. Hello, sir. I really do apologize for what just happened. The man gave him his cane. It's all right. Lu Tianqi took the cane from the man and held Su Lingxin close by the waist. Mr. Lu, I suddenly remembered that the Hu family's company is sending someone over to discuss things this afternoon. I'll be taking my leave. The man excused himself. Go ahead, said Lu Tianqi. Did you get hurt? Su Lingxin tried to pull away from him. This guy, why is he so strong? He got angry. Give me back my cane. Let me hold it for you for now. Su Lingxin was surprised by Lu Tianqi's actions. Huh, he's so cute, thought Lu Tianqi as he pushed him along. Let's go. I'll take you back. On their way to the table, a waitress almost bumped into Su Lingxin with a steaming bowl of food. Fortunately, Lu Tianqi pulled Su Lingxin away. I'm really sorry. Did it hit you anywhere? No, don't worry about it. It's my fault, said Su Lingxin. Lu Tianqi stared at him. He can't even see anything from this close? It's been quite a while since he got injured. The severity of his condition is very different from what they said it would be. I don't know what kind of doctor he found that's making this problem drag on like this. Lu Tianqi frowned. If that's really the case. Su Lingxin looked back at him. It's nothing. All right, it looks like you want to go home. Let's go. Huh? No, Bai Lu is still waiting for me. Lu Tianqi smirked. Oh? So, it turns out you came here with Miss Jiang? Miss Jiang, it's been a while, greeted Lu Tianqi. Su Lingxin let out a sigh. It's all because I still haven't changed. When I'm with Tianqi, I can't seem to tell a lie. I was just wondering why you didn't come with Lingxin. It isn't convenient for him to move around right now. And he needs someone by his side. It's my fault. I've been too careless. Lu Tianqi helped Su Lingxin into his seat and tried the soup. Oh, it's cold already. Excuse me, can I get a bowl of plain congee with stir-fried shredded potato and pickled radish? Also, could you get him a new bowl and set of utensils? Lu Tianqi made small talk with Bai Lu. Although the crab pot congee is their signature dish, it's actually not as good as their plain congee, which is Lingxin's favorite. Look at that. Your lie has been exposed. I just knew that Infei employees would come eat here often. I bet you've tagged along before. If you didn't want to invite me out, you could have just said that. At least Mr. Liu was here to help you today, teased by Liu. Ling Xin is just saying things out of anger. We've been having some conflicts, but Ling Xin hasn't been very nice either. He got angry and immediately wanted to break up with me and leave on his own. It's hard for me to even see him these days. Su Ling Xin was dumbfounded. Just saying things because I'm angry? Hasn't been very nice? In his eyes, rather than an actual breakup, this is just me making trouble out of nothing? Is that so? No wonder I thought something was off about Ling Xin today. When you've been together for a long time, little arguments like this are unavoidable. No, interrupted Su Ling Xin. Bailu, you've got it wrong. I really haven't been here before. I'm unfamiliar with everything about Infei, including Infei's boss, the man that I gave 7 whole years of my life to. Lu Tianqi was shocked. There was an awkward silence. This conflict seems pretty severe. I need to think of something, thought Bailu. It's true that he doesn't come around here very often. You know Ling Xin. He likes to stay at home. Lu Tianqi smoothly embellished. Here, you should also have some more. He placed food on Bailu's bowl. Thank you. It's so good, as expected of Mr. Liu's recommendations. Praised Bailu. There are a few other good restaurants on this street as well. You and Ling Xin should try them out sometime. Meeting up with friends more often would be nice, wouldn't it? Lu Tianqi held Su Ling Xin's hand. Of course, but with Ling Xin's condition, I'm afraid we can't meet up too often. Lu Tianqi refused to let go of him. Su Lingxi was angry. Is he done yet? He raised his hand. What's wrong? Bailu asked confused. Ling Xin, no, it's nothing, he sighed. Dr. Qin says that my condition is much more stable now. We can plan to meet up again sometime. These are our personal affairs. I shouldn't get Bailu caught up in this. Su Lingxin tried to calm himself down. He spoke again. Also, I was going to ask for another cup of tea. I'll order it for you. Excuse me. Su Lingxin was frustrated. I almost got violent there. He whispered to Lu Tianqi to let him go. Lu Tianqi finally relented. Okay. Embarrassing Tianqi in front of others is something that I still can't do. Bailu recommended another doctor for Su Lingxin. Lu Tianqi accepted the doctor's card. Thank you. I'll definitely make an appointment here for Lingxin. I think Dr. Qin is pretty good as well. He often praises Lingxin for being such a good patient, and won't stop talking about Lingxin's situation. I've never seen him give so much special attention to any patient before. You better be careful, Mr. Liu, explained Bailu. Dr. Qin is truly very considerate and reliable, spoke up Su Lingxin. Oh, it looks like your relationship is developing very rapidly, teased Bailu. Her words were like stabs to Lu Tianqi. The most considerate part of Qin Pailan is how tight-lipped he is. If he was really a player who wanted to take advantage of the fact that I'm Lu Tianqi's ex-partner, he would already be going around and bragging that he's about to land this one. Instead, he's probably having a hard time holding back this piece of gossip. With that outgoing personality of his, it's pretty surprising that no one knows about this breakup. Lu Tianqi stared at Su Lingxi's happy face while he was lost in thought about another man. He clenched his glass of water. Bailu took it all in. Looks like that was pretty effective. She got up from her seat. I'm going to fix my makeup. You guys can continue. Once again, Lu Tianqi held Su Lingxin's hand. Of course, Su Lingxin was angry with his persistence. Let go, he screamed. Customers were staring at them. Lu Tianqi was surprised and released his hand at once. If only he were this obedient all the time, we wouldn't have ended up in this mess. Lu Tianqi stared at his own hand. Lingxin can't see right now, and that Dr. Qin Pailan has been taking care of him. It couldn't be that Lingxin imprinted on him? Lu Tianqi was anxious and called out to him Lingxin. That startled him. Careful, don't burn yourself. Have you been getting along with Qin Pailan? Su Lingxin nodded his head. Yes. Is he trying to make me jealous on purpose? Come on. He's so cute that I want to pinch his cheeks. But I can't say or do anything right now. Lu Tianqi finally said, I think he's hiding other intentions. He claims to care for you as his patient, but all he wants to do is climb into your bed instead of doing his job. Your eyesight still hasn't recovered. Whose fault could it be other than his? Dr. Qin is a diligent and caring person. Don't say bad things about him. Humph. We were just talking about the Jiang couple. They took their daughter to Qin Pailan for an eye appointment, and she's still infatuated with him even now. Bailu knows way more gossip than you. If that was true, she would have told me already. You're not very good at pretending to be a busybody. Do I not even have the right to worry about you anymore? You already had plenty of chances to worry about me. Lu Tianqi stayed quiet. Has he really decided to remove me from his life completely? Outside, the weather took a turn. Rain started to pour. Sorry for taking so long. Did something happen? Asked Bailu. Su Lingxin smiled. It's nothing. I'm just a little tired. I think we should go now. The group stood outside. Looks like the rain isn't stopping anytime soon. Lu Tianqi glanced towards his subordinate, who was peeking out from another building. He gave him a few hand signals telling him he wasn't going back and would also take him to see his doctor. As for company matters, the secretary would be left in charge otherwise to give him a call. The secretary gave an okay and cheered him on. Good luck, boss. You have to win him back. We've been having such a hard time after he left. Sniffled the secretary. Bailu was speechless. What kind of operation is this? Lu Tianqi looked towards Su Lingxin. He was interrupted. Bailu, can you give me a ride back? He didn't know that behind him Lu Tianqi was giving Bailu a scary look. Huh? Is it because Mr. Lu is too busy with work? Who cares? Isn't he busy every day? It couldn't be that you're unwilling to give me a ride because you want to save on gas. Su Lingxin walked away alone. Wait, Lingxin. She turned to Lu Tianqi and gave him signs of her own. Sorry, I'm on his side. You're on your own now. I can't help you here. Bailu and Su Lingxin left Lu Tianqi standing in the rain alone. Bailu is driving Su Lingxin home when she noticed a familiar car behind them. He's been following us this whole time. Honestly, it looks like he's pretty sincerely trying to make up for whatever he did wrong. If it wasn't anything like catching him in bed with someone else. Can you just forgive him this time? Don't you love watching dramas about getting rid of an ex and becoming a new person? Why are you telling me to make up with him instead? Ha! Don't get mad when I say this. You can't see your own expression right now, but instead of looking angry, you seem brokenhearted instead. Clearly, you still have feelings for him. Su Lingxin flinched. Do I really have that kind of expression? Bailu was curious. So, did he get engaged to some big shot's daughter but couldn't bring himself to break up with you? And that's why you had to move out. She couldn't help her gossip, but Su Lingxin burst her bubble. I think you've watched too many dramas. Besides, he doesn't need a transactional marriage like that in order to be successful. Say, look at you still speaking up for him. I can't help it. Do you really want to break up with Lu Tianqi, or are you just trying to play hard to get for a while? If you're just trying to bait him, Dr. Qin can help play the part. It's not like you don't know how he feels about you. That's not a good idea. You shouldn't use other people like that. It's called a mutually beneficial arrangement. Bailu parked in front of Su Lingxin's place. I'll take you up. She looked at her rearview mirror. Lu Tianqi's car was behind them. She couldn't help but laugh. I forgot that I need to deliver something to a client. Bailu tossed a gift to Su Lingxin's arms. Take this, there's a bunch of supplements inside that I heard are good for the eyes. Make sure to use them. Okay, I'm leaving now. We can get food together again soon. Bailu kicked Su Lingxin from her car and took off. Su Lingxin was left standing in the rain when he felt a hand helping him with his bags. What is this? Swallow's nest? She didn't even help take you up? How can a patient carry something so heavy? Lu Tianqi stood next to Su Lingxin holding an umbrella. Then I'll call her right now and ask her to come back and help. No. Let me do it. Lu Tianqi hurriedly refused. Come on, let's go home. Lu Tianqi stared at him as they walked through the rain. I haven't had this feeling in so long. Even being able to do something small for him is more than enough to make me happy. In the other hand, Su Lingxin was thinking the worst of him. Tianqi is probably only doing this because he feels sorry for me. On the elevator, Lu Tianqi voiced his concerns. Why is the apartment so high up? It would be inconvenient if the water or electricity were to shut down. Sure enough, he forgot. I only liked this apartment building because the lower levels were ideal for growing flowers. Getting an apartment on a higher floor was your idea. Lu Tianqi finally recalled. He liked to be intimate by the window. Oh, right. That's how it went. Su Lingxin's face flushed crimson while opening the door. Lu Tianqi took in the sight. I thought this place would be a mess and he would need me to come take care of him. It's unexpectedly neat and tidy. So much that it seems every detail has been accounted for. Someone has been helping him, and it's someone very dedicated. Lu Tianqi helped Su Lingxin take off his coat. You can go home. Lu Tianqi turned to him confused. Go home. Yes, there's nothing left for you to do here. Lu Tianqi cried internally. Su Lingxin, you're so heartless and cruel. How can you just throw someone out after using them? The couple sit down on the couch. Is there a problem? Asked Su Lingxin. I'm waiting for the rain to stop. Lu Tianqi edges closer to him. That's one ugly bouquet. Looks like Qin Pailin has poor taste. Su Lingxin pulls out a card and slaps it into the coffee table. It clearly read, Manager Lin from Yinfei Company. For a moment, Lu Tianqi was speechless. He should have sent some herbal medicine instead. Something good for the eyes would be best. Su Lingxin disagreed. These are cornflowers. They are good for the eyes. I see. I guess he did a good job then. Lu Tianqi pulls out a flower. Su Lingxin leans in to smell it. If you want this one, I'll give it to you. I don't need it. This is larkspur, not a cornflower. What is it used to treat? Hemorrhoids. Alright, you should leave now. I'm waiting for Dr. Qin to come over. Su Lingxin stood up. He didn't even ask to meet with you. Why are you waiting for him?
He doesn't need to ask.
I wait for him to come every day to do a physical exam. Lu Tianqi was horrified. Physical exam? Didn't I already tell you even if other people like him, that just means he's a charming person. Su Lingxin recalled his conversation with Bai Lu and fought back. Also, he treats me very well. I like him too. Lu Tianqi crushed the flower in his hand. The door was opened, and in stepped a figure. I'm a little late because there was some traffic today. How are you feeling? Asked Dr. Qin. Su Lingxin got up to greet him, leaving Lu Tianqi alone. I'm alright. Lu Tianqi was seething. This bastard actually has the keys? He also has his own set of slippers? If this guy really has pure intentions as a doctor, I'll eat this hemorrhoid-curing grass raw. Sorry for making you wait. Your caretaker is back. Even though I've already said this many times, please make sure to be careful when using these sharp tools. I just so happen to have new bunches of flowers on hand, explained Su Lingxin excitedly. Is this how he makes Lingxin wait for him obediently? I'm afraid his motivations are split between a doctor's duty and his own selfish desire, which is rather detestable. Lu Tianqi heard the rest of the conversation. Dr. Qin spoke. Is that so? Then I'll wait until you're done and leave a little later today. Lu Tianqi stepped in front of Su Lingxin. It's been a while, Dr. Qin. Oh, hello there, Mr. Lu. It's really been a while. Lingxin, why didn't you tell me we had a guest? I could have brought some snacks to share. Acting so intimate and making all these preparations is useless. In fact, I suspect that you're seriously delaying the patient's recovery. Mr. Lu, I don't think you understand the situation here. Please don't make such unfounded claims. Lingxin and I eat and sleep together every day. You won't find a doctor more dedicated than me. Huh. Lu Tianqi laughed. Oh, is that so? Of course, Dr. Qin was bluffing. He was never allowed to stay over past 9 p.m. However, if this relationship with Dr. Qin was able to progress so quickly, doesn't that mean you've done plenty of unfaithful things in the past? Questioned Lu Tianqi. That's not it. Dr. Qin was just kidding. Those keys are just for emergencies. Su Lingxin placed his hand on Lu Tianqi's arm. Lu Tianqi smirked at him. Why am I trying to explain myself to him? He removed his hand. I guess that really is the responsibility of a hired doctor. Keep up the good work, Dr. Qin. Sorry, I shouldn't have made a joke like that. Why don't you sit down, Lingxin? We can start the examination now. Okay. It's getting dark outside, so let's turn the lights on. Lingxin, you should be able to sense a little bit of light now. It's alright. It doesn't matter either way. Besides, when I'm by myself at night, I like it peaceful and quiet. Make sure to turn them off when you leave. Don't worry. You've been recovering at a steady pace. Okay, now look up for me. Very good. Do you still feel any pain when you do this? Dr. Qin held Su Lingxin's chin and leaned in close to him. Lu Tianqi could only stare from the side with his right arm around Su Lingxin. When I look up, it hurts a little. How much light can you see? On a scale of 1 to 10? About 2 or 3, probably. Lu Tianqi was getting annoyed. Who knows what selfish intentions he has, doing this kind of examination? Su Lingxin removed Lu Tianqi's arm from his shoulder. Huh. If you put your arm around me like that, the doctor won't be able to examine my other eye. How much light can you see with this eye? It's about the same. Lu Tianqi was sulking. Before today, I didn't even understand the severity of Lingxin's condition. It wasn't until now that I finally realized I wasn't fulfilling my responsibility. As someone who he should be able to rely on, someone who should be qualified to be his partner. Okay, done. There are no major problems. Thank you, Dr. Qin. Here, Lingxin, I said that I would sew these for you yesterday. If you heat these up and place them on your eyes, they'll help ease your headaches. They're very easy to use. Just put them in the microwave for a minute or two. I only put some salts and medicinal herbs inside. When it comes to making scented sachets, I can't compare to an expert like you. Su Lingxin felt the sachets with his fingers. The stitches are messy and rough, but I can tell he put a lot of effort into making these. He smiled. How can I thank you for this? Dr. Qin's face flushed red. Would you let me stay over for dinner? Of course, but I won't be able to cook in this condition. Just let me do it. I'll show you how good my cooking is. All right, let me finish arranging this bouquet first. I'm making a few examples so my assistant can use them as a reference. Is this for work? Yes, the order for that wedding has been placed. Although I can leave the selection of secondary flowers and their holders to my assistant, I feel better designing the flower arrangements for the important banquet tables and the bridal bouquet myself. Dr. Qin kneeled down and offered Su Lingxin a flower. Then, allow me be another assistant. Thanks. Su Lingxin moved closer to Lu Tianqi. Dr. Qin noticed and was disappointed his advances were rejected. Why don't you place the roses first? The central flowers, such as this tulip, have a mellow and graceful shape. contrasting with their long stems, which are fine and soft. That's why I'm putting roses around the outside. Without this red carpet, the arrangement will fall apart, explained Su Lingxin. How is love any different? When the blazing and beautiful thorn bushes surrounding us wither away, and our soft hearts lose their defenses, the consequences naturally go without saying. Lu Tianqi spoke up. Lingxin, I. He was interrupted by Dr. Qin's stomach growling. Now that you mention it, I've been busy with work since the morning, and I rushed here right after I got off, so I'm really quite hungry now. Lu Tianqi glared at him. This guy is definitely sabotaging me at every turn. Su Lingxin let out a sigh. Looks like we should eat soon. Dr. Qin put the apron on. Lingxin, can you tie this for me? Lingxin gave him a helpless look. All right, sure. Dr. Qin guided his hand, while internally celebrating holding his hand. Mission accomplished. Su Lingxin wasn't oblivious. Even though I know Qin Pailan's intentions, being able to do some minor tasks that are within my capabilities makes me feel like losing my eyesight was nothing much after all. That's why I treasure these moments. Are you okay with winter melon soup with millet and spare ribs? Yeah, that sounds good. Lu Tianqi leaned against the wall observing them. It would be okay if it was just Lingxin being cold to me, but now an unexpected contender has appeared. It couldn't be that I'm being confronted with the crisis of being abandoned by Lingxin. He glanced at the tools on the table. Maybe I can... He made a call. Hello. In a little while, can you arrange? Yes. I'm at his house right now. Su Lingxin glanced at him. Is he on a work call? After all, he was absent from work for an entire afternoon, and the company must still be very busy. Lingxin, you're pouring out the rice. Su Lingxin panicked. Oh no. Lingxin, you can sit down. I'll be there in a moment. All right. Thank you. Lu Tianqi set his bowl down on the table aggressively. He tasted the food. Mediocre. There was an awkward silence. Lu Tianqi picked up some food and turned to Su Lingxin. Ling? Here, have some of this potato and green pepper stir-fry, interjected Dr. Qin, offering him a bowl of food. I'll pick out the green peppers for you, said Lu Tianqi. Lingxin, you don't like green peppers? It's okay, I'm not that picky anymore. Yet he made an uncomfortable face after he ate it. Lu Tianqi didn't know why he forced himself. After the group finished their dinner, Lu Tianqi clasped his hand on Dr. Qin's shoulder. Let me send you off, Dr. Qin. Since I just so happen to have a few questions for you. As a concerned person who is very close to the patient, I at least have the right to know how his condition has been recently. You should also let me know if there's anything else he needs so I can help Dr. Qin. Huh? When Dr. Qin comes over, it's a little less lonely here. You don't have to send him off so quickly, interjected Su Lingxin. Lu Tianqi snapped his fingers. The door burst open, a group of people came in. Lu Tianqi's butler stepped forward. I've brought 2 maids to help with cleaning. Your assistant will arrive shortly to examine this place and determine what else will be necessary, which they will then arrange for. Very good. Lu Tianqi was handed over a bag from the butler. As for the doctor, he was escorted out of the apartment by the bodyguards. Su Lingxin stood up. He was outraged. Lu Tianqi, why are you? Lingxin, I brought the set of tools you like to use at home. He placed the tool bag in front of Lingxin. These should feel more familiar to use. Lu Tianqi placed his hand on Su Lingxin's head. You can go ahead and arrange that wedding bouquet. I'll be back after I have a little chat with Dr. Qin. After Lu Tianqi removed his hand, Su Lingxin couldn't help but touch the top of his head with a flushed face. Mr. Su, I've brought some tea that I often drink. The butler poured him a cup. Thank you. After drinking this tea for so many years, it really does start to taste dull and bland. However, when you go without it, you start longing for it like no other. But that's just the sentimentality you've accumulated over the years. Is that so? Ah, right. All the furniture at the manor has been outfitted with barriers to prevent injury from running into them. The master bedroom has also been moved to the first floor, since Master Lu is afraid that using the stairs will be inconvenient for you. Humph. He's making other people say nice things about him. It's all a pretense. You've worked hard. The butler glanced back at the entrance. Master Lu made a lot of mistakes over the past days. You have the right to punish him, and even make him kneel on a washboard outside. Su Lingxin laughed. However, not everything was his fault. When he started being unreasonable, you should have given him a harsh scolding immediately. Even when planting flowers, you have to trim away the offshoots for them to grow and bloom. Su Lingxin got lost in thought. When I endured everything silently, he thought I was the one with a guilty conscience instead. I was aware of this, but I can't help but feel disappointed. If I were really as important to Lu Tianqi as he was to me, how could he overlook my hurt feelings? Master Lu has been incredibly busy lately. He's only pretending to be calm and unhurried in front of you. Every day, he makes sure to come home no matter how late it is. Once, he returned at 4 o'clock in the morning. The butler opened the door. Sir? It was Lu Tianqi, standing outside the mansion tipsy from drinking. Weren't you attending a dinner party quite far away? The first thing he asked me was the same as always, whether you had come back. The butler shook his head. Lu Tianqi turned around and walked away. Sir, where are you going? I'm going to set up a bed in the greenhouse and sleep there. Lingxin might come back to see the flowers. He slept miserably on the folding cot yesterday as well. He was upset, with only himself to blame. Su Lingxin stayed quiet. You're saying that it serves him right? I didn't say anything. I could hear it all the same. Outside, Dr. Qin and Lu Tianqi were having a conversation. You're not going to smoke? Lingxin doesn't like the smell. I heard you say before dinner that he gets headaches often. Ha, it's already gotten to this point, but you only just started caring about him. Lu Tianqi was annoyed. That's right. It's likely that there are still remnants of clotted blood in his brain. If there are still no significant improvements after another half a month of treatment, I'll have to recommend surgery for him. Actually, he's pretty much out of the woods. The headaches are more likely a result of his depressed mood. Lu Tianqi grabbed Dr. Qin's arm. How exactly have you been taking care of him? I've been a very dedicated caretaker. Unlike the bastard who chased him out the door without a single question asked after he was injured. Lu Tianqi flung away Dr. Qin's arm. Back then, right after the accident, you should have been with him while he was getting treatment. He tends to keep everything inside without telling anyone. If a patient is subconsciously uncooperative, there's nothing the doctor can do, no matter how hard they try. He was the one who got angry and left. I didn't know that something like this would prevent him from getting better all this time. That idiot. He would even use himself to punish me. Ha. You really can't help but think highly of yourself. He was simply under too much stress right after getting injured, which caused him to miss the optimal time for treatment and made his condition unstable. I don't blame him for that. He was deeply hurt because his partner not only wouldn't stand up for him, but even criticized him on behalf of the person who caused his injury. It's the first time I've ever come across a partner that acts like you. What did Lingxin tell you? Lingxin didn't tell me anything, but do you think I couldn't guess what happened? If you suddenly appear in front of him like this again and make him unhappy, he stepped closer to Lu Tianqi's face. I'll take him somewhere far away from you. He'll never go with you, declared Lu Tianqi. You can try all you want, regardless of your selfish motives. You've been very attentive while taking care of Lingxin. I'll have to thank you for that. However, you don't need to cling to Lingxin so tightly. I know you have to leave in the latter half of the year. Looks like you're quite well informed. Lingxin might not forgive me, but he also wouldn't agree to a long-distance relationship so quickly. That's just not Su Lingxin. How about this? You don't create more obstacles for me, and I won't stop you from pursuing Lingxin during this time. Let's see who's more capable. Although, I think you should just inform Lingxin's next physician about his condition and hand everything over. After all, I don't want Lingxin to relapse after you leave for Africa. Dr. Qin was fuming.
Deal.
However, if he chooses to wait for me, you had better keep your word. Of course, the next day Bailu and Su Lingxin were hanging out. Lingxin, do you really not plan on attending this wedding? Haven't you put a lot of effort into the floral design for this event? Yes, but I can't help with anything even if I do go, so I might as well stay out of the way. Bailu was skeptical. You really feel at ease leaving it all to your subordinates? The bride is a trending celebrity right now. Do you know how many people want to go but can't? I went to great lengths to get this invitation through my connections with the bride's stylist. How could you just waste this opportunity? She said frantically. Come on, can't you just go with me? I don't want to be mistaken for a young spinster who came to the wedding looking for prospects. Bailu grabbed Su Lingxin's clothes. I've already declined the invitation. Then just ask that Lu of yours to get you another invitation. He wouldn't be so petty that he'd refuse to let you go with me, would he? After all, he has to bring his own female companion anyways. Su Lingxin was stunned. Lu Tianqi is going? Bailu called his name. Lingxin?
Oh, no.
Have the two of them still not made up yet? I heard that Hu Guy is also going. Why don't you come along and keep an eye on him? Su Lingxin scoffed. What does that have to do with me? Okay. Su Lingxin sprayed the flowers with water. About young Master Hu. How did you hear about him? Bailu sighed. I heard that the groom is from a very influential family, and he's distantly related to President Hu in some way. Young Master, who even has to call the groom cousin. For this event, aside from young Master Hu, there are star-studded individuals on the bride's side too, Bailu growled. There will definitely be someone among them with their sights set on Lu Tianqi. Are you really not curious which beauty Lu Tianqi will appear with? If he goes alone, he'll be snatched up in an instant. You can just go and watch for fun. After all, my spot for a male companion is empty. Su Lingxin was conflicted. Come on, go with me. Oh, okay. I guess I'll go. Yay! On the day of the wedding, Bailu and Su Lingxin hitched a ride with Lu Tianqi's butler. You're dressed up really nicely today, aren't you? When Tianqi sees you, He won't be able to take his eyes off you. Su Lingxin was touched by Bailu's praise. It's a rather important wedding, after all, so I should look presentable. He looked to the side. When is he coming? Master Lu has been working overtime recently. He prepared the wedding gift in advance. Only when he heard you were coming did he ask me to bring you clothes, responded the butler. Ha, so I worried all night for nothing. Turns out that Tianqi isn't even coming, said Bailu. If he's that busy, I guess he really doesn't have time for a new flame. I didn't mean anything by asking. Once the pair stepped inside the wedding venue, whispers followed. He's quite handsome. What a shame his eyes are injured. Wasn't he very close with Lu Tianqi? Bailu helped Su Lingxin sit down. As expected of a celebrity wedding. It's quite extravagant. Su Lingxin looked down. Would Tianqi also think that I'm an embarrassment to him? Bailu whispered to him. Lingxin, the Hu guy just arrived. Young Master Hu and a beautiful lady walk into the venue. Young Master Hu, you're here? Everyone's been holding your new project in high regard. Humph. Look at him beaming brightly. He even brought a rising young singer with him. I heard that this singer used to chase after your Tianqi all the time. Is this also a strategy to get rid of a rival in love? Bailu whispered. How come I never knew about any of this? Bailu swirled her wine glass. If someone like President Lu wanted to keep you in the dark, is there anything he couldn't hide? Su Lingxin just took a sip of wine. Don't worry. All that man does these days other than going to work is go to your apartment to pick fights with Qin Pailan. He didn't even have time to attend this wedding, so no matter how many beauties want him, he won't have time for them either, right? I already said it has nothing to do with me. Of course, of course. The wedding MC made an announcement. Following this, the bride and groom will have their first dance as husband and wife. They would like to invite you all to join them on the dance floor. A man invited Bailu for a dance. Luckily for her, he was her type. Hey, it looks like my luck is pretty good today. Huh. Su Lingxin was confused. I'll be going now. Be back soon. Didn't you say that you didn't want to be mistaken for a young spinster who is looking for prospects, and that's why I had to come with you? What do you think you're doing right now? A voice suddenly interrupted his thoughts. And where is Lu Tianqi? Young master, who was standing behind Su Lingxin. Isn't that something I should be asking you? He responded calmly. I suppose so. What would a blind person like you know? If Lu Tianqi hadn't recommended you for the job, you wouldn't even have any business with this wedding today. Su Lingxin was shocked. Lu Tianqi recommended me? Why didn't he tell me? Better than someone whose conscience is blind. You don't have to beat around the bush with insults. If you have a real problem with me, then let's see some proof of wrongdoing. Right now, you have no evidence. And my father even personally apologized to you. What more do you want? I never accepted your father's apology, and I have no plans to do so. None of this was caused by your father. So there's no need for him to take the responsibility of apologizing in someone else's place. Excuse me? Young master who was angry. Goodness, what right does this blind person have to upset young master who? Ridicule the lady. Ignore him, let's go dance. Young master, who gave her a glare. Why are you nagging me? This person is President Lu's pet, so he should be quite the talented dancer. You should learn a few tricks from him. Oh my, it's my fault for not realizing sooner. She touched Su Lingxin's shoulders and kneeled down. Please teach me something new. And clung to his arm. My eyes are injured, so I really can't dance. I've never heard that excuse before. Do you really not like me at all? Young master who laughed and took a sip of wine. Drinking too much really only causes more problems. A male voice spoke up. Lu Tianqi was standing behind Su Lingxin. He placed his hand on his shoulder. Move. The lady moved away immediately. Why yes, Mr. Lu, she said nervously. Lu Tianqi took of his coat and draped it around Su Lingxin. Sorry, I'm late. Is that Yinfei Corporation's President Lu? Did they have an argument? Didn't he say he wasn't coming? My goodness, he looks like such a mess right now. Lu Tianqi's hair was unkempt and his chin had stubble. He helped Su Lingxin up. Young master, who looked longingly at Lu Tianqi's back as he walked away. Tianqi. But he only got a sharp look from him. Su Lingxin patted Lu Tianqi's hand to calm him down. Okay, I won't talk to him. Let's go, said Lu Tianqi. Outside the venue, Su Lingxin touched Lu Tianqi's face. Lingxin? Questioned Lu Tianqi. He's lost weight. How come you didn't even shave before coming to the wedding? This is unlike you. Don't come too close. I rushed here halfway through working overtime, and I haven't showered yet. I probably smell. Su Lingxin laughed. He leaned against Lu Tianqi's chest. Rather than the well-dressed, perfect Lu Tianqi, this unkempt Lu Tianqi in front of me is what I prefer. I heard everything from your conversation back there. Lu Tianqi's had dropped. I really am a good-for-nothing piece of shit. Do you believe me now? It wasn't an accident that I fell off. That day, he really set off the horse on purpose. Back then, I knew you two were at odds with each other. And the stables didn't have security cameras, so there was no evidence. But I know these are all excuses. Lu Tianqi held Su Lingxin's hand. I should have believed you from the start. From now on, I won't listen to anyone else but you. No matter what other people try to argue, whatever you say is what I'll believe. Only you. Just thinking about it makes me angry. He even insulted me by calling me your pet. If I were a cat or a dog, I'd absolutely hate to have such a sloppy owner. I would have run away much earlier. Yes, alright, I'll pay more attention in the future. I'm sorry you had to suffer because of me. Lu Tianqi comforted Su Lingxin. Actually, isn't there something else you haven't told me yet? I'm sorry. I did mention your floral design work to the wedding host without telling you. Lu Tianqi kissed Su Lingxin's hand. However, their final decision on which proposal to use was all thanks to your hard work. But back then, you told me to just give up. It's all my fault. I was too busy back then, and it messed me up. I didn't pay attention to what I was saying. Here, you can hit me. Lu Tianqi apologized to Su Lingxin. So, you don't really look down on my work? I don't. I mean it. I see. Lu Tianqi embraced him. Perhaps, I was also afraid that you would become too brilliant and no longer need me anymore. I'm learning how to take care of your flowers. The Chinese roses in our bedroom are fortunately still alive. Every day, I take a picture of them and send it to you, waiting for the day you can finally see them again. They stayed silent for a moment. Actually, even if you didn't come here, I was planning to go back and scold you harshly. Bailu said that I should be more brave. I won't be so easy to deal with from now on, declared Su Lingxin. From now on, Lu Tianqi was ecstatic. Su Lingxin was angry and stomped on Lu Tianqi's feet. Why are you leaving so early? Asked Lu Tianqi. I'm scheduled to do some volunteer work by sending people flowers. How about I give you a ride? Wow, it looks like the mood is pretty good over here. Dr. Qin was standing in front of them with a gift bag. Dr. Qin? It's me. Lu Tianqi was angry. Why are you? I drove here to help him deliver the flowers. How could he do good deeds without me? Dr. Qin smiled. Oh, right, Lingxin. I went to your apartment to get a change of clothes for you. He handed over the gift bag to Su Lingxin while sending Lu Tianqi a huge smile. Thanks. He's an absolutely terrible person. Stealing other people's lovers and making them suffer, thought Lu Tianqi with anger. Why don't you keep taking care of the Chinese roses until I can see again? If that day ever comes. Lu Tianqi nodded his head. It will, and soon. If I keep going on like this, unable to see, the happiness that exists before me will be nothing more than a beautiful illusion. Lu Tianqi's phone rang. Hello?
Yes.
I'll be there soon. Go ahead. I have plenty of things to do. Su Lingxin walked toward Dr. Qin's car. I'll try to finish up my work as soon as possible, said Lu Tianqi. Up to you. Qin Pailan, if you pull anything funny, I'll make sure you won't live to see tomorrow. Inside the car. Ha ha ha, he really thinks I'm some wild animal. We're just going to do some community service. Why does he have such a dirty mind? Su Lingxin also laughed. Dr. Qin glanced at him and started to tap his fingers on the steering wheel. What's wrong? Lingxin, have you ever considered going out with me? Su Lingxin was surprised. Well, he was too flustered to answer. Just then they arrived at their destination. Just kidding. Huh. Did you think I was serious? Humph. How come your ears didn't even turn red? Dr. Qin pulled on Su Lingxin's ears. Am I really not charming at all? Okay, we've arrived. Thank you. Su Lingxin stumbled. Careful. Dr. Qin caught him before he fell. Are you okay? I'm fine. Su Lingxin pushed him away. Dr. Qin was disappointed.
Huh.
What's wrong? Are you disappointed that you didn't get to see me fall? I majored in agriculture, so even hiking through mountains and fields is no big deal to me. Joked Su Lingxin. That's right. What a missed opportunity. Su Lingxin laughed. Su Lingxin was talking with an elder about taking care of his eyes. In the meantime, Dr. Qin was standing outside observing their interaction.
Huh.
What kind of strategy did Lu Tianqi use to win Lingxin back so quickly? He took out a business card from his pocket. On their way back to Su Lingxin's apartment. Do you want to listen to some music? Su Lingxin interrupted him. Dr. Qin, tell me honestly, how are my eyes now? Well, the remaining clotting in your brain should have dissipated on its own. However, you've been receiving treatment for a while now, so I have to recommend doing a craniotomy. Is it still possible for my eyesight to recover? Of course. Your condition isn't severe. You don't have to worry about it that much.
Huh.
I'm just someone who prattles a lot. After a while, you'll get sick of me too. You're already predicting a bad ending when nothing has happened. Seems like you got sick of me a long time ago. Dr. Qin, about what you said this afternoon? Dr. Qin cut him off.
Huh.
There's no need to be so straightforward.
Cut me some slack.
Actually, I have to go abroad soon, probably for quite a few years. Asking you to wait for me seems rather unreasonable. especially when you still have feelings for him. Is it that obvious? Ha ha ha.
Is it not?
But you didn't even give me a chance. What a pitiful admirer I am, lamented Dr. Qin.
Huh?
Teach that's. Su Lingxin was flustered. Lingxin, promise me that you won't give in to him too easily. Okay, he was relieved there was no hard feelings. Where are you planning on going? I'll go wherever there's anyone who needs my help, since it's rare for my parents to relent and let me go first. It's a pity that fate didn't give us more time together, said Dr. Qin. Su Lingxin disagreed. You're wrong. Fate simply wasn't enough for us. Otherwise, I wouldn't have turned you down and you would have stayed for me. Huh. Isn't it tiring being so rational? When you can't see, you start thinking more. The pair arrived outside Su Lingxin's apartment. Once the car parked, Lu Tianqi opened the door for Su Lingxin. Why are you back so late? We were just having a good time together on our way back, teased Dr. Qin. Huh. Lu Tianqi panicked, the two of them in a car alone together. Tianqi, when did you get back? Asked Su Lingxin. I just got off from working overtime. Actually, I rushed here because I wanted to see you. Lu Tianqi had shaved his stubble for Su Lingxin. Let's go, responded Su Lingxin. The couple were walking away. Ahem. Dr. Qin grabbed their attention and held out a business card. I already discussed your surgery with a former teacher of mine. He's an expert in ophthalmology. He gave the card to Su Lingxin. I'm really sorry to hand everything over on such short notice. The couple were surprised. You're leaving already? Dr. Qin laughed. Yeah, I got my heart broken, so of course I have to make a quick getaway. Thank you so much for your care during this time, expressed Su Lingxin. As for Lu Tianqi, he was overjoyed. Turns out he's actually a pretty decent guy. Dr. Qin pulled Su Lingxin into a hug. Until we meet again. The couple saw him drive away. How about you? Why aren't you leaving? I was in a rush when I left, so I forgot my keys, explained Lu Tianqi. I came on the last train. How rare, President Lu actually took the subway. I'll call the butler for you. Do you really not care about startling him awake so late at night? Then you can keep standing out here, shouted Su Lingxin. Then when you open the door tomorrow, you'll trip over me, huddled up in the doorway. Sleep on the couch. Don't even think about getting anywhere close to my room. Lu Tianqi quickly stepped inside the apartment. Am I doing something wrong by letting Lu Tianqi inside like this? Suddenly a pair of arms embraced him from behind. Of course it was Lu Tianqi. Lingxin, I have something to tell you. Lu Tianqi buried his face in Su Lingxin's neck. I'm sorry. Su Lingxin's heart started to beat fast. I'll definitely make whoever hurt you pay for what they did. Including you? If that's what you want. Su Lingxin pushed him away and turned on the light. Why are you still standing there? I even turned on the lights for you. Are you still not going to move? Lu Tianqi nodded his head with a flushed face. Got it. Lu Tianqi was sleeping on the couch. I want to go home with the person I love. We'll poke fun at each other, cuddle together, and give each other kisses. That's the kind of life I actually want. The kind of life we should have lived. Because in this love of ours, rather than winning or losing, being able to yield to each other is enough to satisfy us. The next day, Su Lingxin placed a blanket over Lu Tianqi while he slept and quickly left. After he left the room, Lu Tianqi opened one of his eyes. Lingxin? He sat up and noticed the blanket. Lingxin can't see right now, so he must have touched me in order to find out that I kicked off my blanket, thought Lu Tianqi with a red face. Lu Tianqi knocked on Su Lingxin's bedroom door. Lingxin? Silence was his answer. Ahem. You don't have to keep pretending to be asleep. I know you're awake. I just want to see you for a second. Su Lingxin was hiding under his covers. Only at times like this do I understand how difficult it is to not be able to see. The most painful part isn't the inability to see one's growing wealth, but never being able to confirm that the one you love is at peace. Even while he's hurting, he'll still laugh and tell you everything's okay. When he's crying, he'll hide where you can't see, quietly slipping away with his back turned. And you, unwittingly, are pushed out of his life, never allowed to have him back completely. Lu Tianqi touched Su Lingxin's door and clenched his hand. Lingxin, do you want anything for breakfast? I'll tell the butler. No, I'll go buy it for you. Su Lingxin's body was shaking underneath the covers. He can hear Lu Tianqi's voice. I could also make you something myself, but I haven't cooked in ages. I'm afraid I'll ruin your flowers with the fumes. Su Lingxin was panting. Lu Tianqi didn't get a response and was starting to worry. How come he's still not answering? It couldn't be. Lingxin, he shouted, pounding on the door. Did you fall over? Are you okay? The door swung open. I'm not as weak as you think, shouted Su Lingxin angry. Otherwise, I would have died in the past few months. Thank goodness. You scared me to death. Lu Tianqi was relieved. Wait, that's not right. You always open the curtains first thing in the morning to give the flowers some sunlight. You're awake and dressed already, so why are the curtains? Lu Tianqi was confused. As for Su Lingxin, he was nervous. What's wrong?
Is he really sick?
Lu Tianqi's eyes caught something down low. So that's what happened. Su Lingxin was mortified and hid in his room, slamming the door behind him. Lingxin, I didn't mean to disturb you. I was just worried something happened to you. Why don't you hurry up and leave? Shouted Su Lingxin. Can you not take a hint? I'm afraid I can't do that. Let me guess, I used to do all the work to keep you satisfied. And no, Su Lingxin blushed. Don't be scared. This is normal. We only broke up recently. So it would be more unnatural if you didn't miss me. Because I want you to. He's not trying to make fun of me? A few moments later, Lu Tianqi and Su Lingxin were in the living room conversing. You don't have to be embarrassed. Tianqi, thank you. I'll go to your doctor's appointment with you later. If there's anything you're uncomfortable with, let me know. Even if it's just that you don't like the sound of the doctor's voice, we'll find a new 1 inch. That's so silly. Su Lingxin laughed. However, this responsibility should be yours. You're supposed to go with me, after all. That's right. I was the one who was blind this whole time. Lu Tianqi reached for his hand. Lingxin, can I hug you? He pulled him into an embrace. It'll be okay. Everything will be okay. Su Lingxin was touched by his words. We have never shared such a gentle embrace before. More like family than lovers. Days later, at the hospital. Don't worry, Mr. Su. Dr. Qin has already given us a very detailed report on your condition. As for right now, we might still have to do a minor surgery, explained the doctor. Su Lingxin grew nervous and held Lu Tianqi's hand tightly. Sir, surgery? Lu Tianqi reassured him. Are there any risks in this operation? Asked Lu Tianqi. Well, you currently have a central retinal artery occlusion due to an ICH. Although I can't guarantee that the clotting can be dissipated through medication alone. I also don't think a craniotomy will be necessary. A minimally invasive surgery will be enough to remove the clotting, but you'll still need to do physiotherapy afterwards for an optimal recovery, explained the doctor. Phew. Understood. Do you have any other questions? Please let me confirm this with you again. ICH refers to a cerebral hemorrhage, right? Lu Tianqi was taking down notes. That's correct. Then, other than the ICH, do you have questions about anything else? Su Lingxin couldn't help but think. Lu Tianqi really missed a lot of class in the past few days. The nurse laughed. She whispered to him, your husband is seriously acting like a new dad in the maternity ward next door. He laughed. I'd really like to see that myself. About how long will it take for him to recover? Is it okay for him to be exposed to light? Lu Tianqi continued to question the doctor. He got lost in thought. If this blood clot was really able to change this love of ours, allowing us to see what's truly important, then this could really be a kind of rebirth. Days later, Mr. Su, your surgery is coming up Wednesday afternoon. You can't have any food after midnight the day of the surgery. Understood. Su Lingxin exited the CT room and overheard Lu Tianqi talking with the doctor. Dr. Lu, about what I asked you to prepare. It's not a problem at all. You can ask a lawyer to look over it now. If you have any questions, feel free to call me at any time. They shook hands before leaving. Lu Tianqi made his way towards Su Lingxin. Is the examination over?
Yeah.
Although I want to know what Lu Tianqi was talking about with the doctor, I don't think anyone can get it out of him if he doesn't want to tell. The couple made their way back to the patient's room. You're probably tired from the examination. Let me wipe your feet for you. You can go nap for a while afterwards. Lu Tianqi kneeled down to Su Lingxin's feet. While he was washing his partner's feet, he asked, Are you not going to ask what I talked to the doctor about? My flowers. How have they been? They're all doing well, waiting for you to come back and take care of them. I heard someone say that you sleep in the greenhouse sometimes. I wasn't trying to look pitiful, I just felt like. Lu Tianqi got lost in his thoughts. The scent of the flowers in the greenhouse and the traces left by him all became the best lullaby for me after he left. I could fall asleep at night thanks to that. Of course, I can't say that aloud. I know you would never vent your anger on my flowers, and it's the same for the things you're not willing to say aloud. Because I never stopped believing in you, Tianqi. Lu Tianqi was touched by his words. He lightly brushed his hand over Su Lingxin's face. How is my Lingxin so eloquent today? Su Lingxin backed away from him. How can you touch my face after you just wiped my feet? You're even looking down on me? Lu Tianqi left to grab dinner for them. The next day, at the hospital cafeteria, the couple met up with Bai Lu. It's a little cold out here. Why don't we sit inside? Su Lingxin rejected Tianqi's idea. It's nice here. I feel restless after lying inside the hospital ward for too long. Lu Tianqi removed his coat to cover Su Lingxin with it. All right then, I'll go order some soup for you. Miss Jiang, do you want anything to eat? I already ate just now. Thank you though. The pair stared at Tianqi ordering the food. Hey, that man of yours was never willing to eat cafeteria food before. Is he trying to demonstrate the 24 filial exemplars or something? Commented Bai Lu. Su Lingxin laughed. Bai Lu stared at him. You're good then. He smiled. Yeah. At night, Su Lingxin handed Lu Tianqi a letter. Tianqi, can you read this for me? What is it? He grabbed the letter. From Qin Pailin. Why won't this doctor just go away? Hurry up, said Su Lingxin. Ha Lingxin, there's no cell signal over here, so I can only send you this postcard with my best wishes. By the time you receive this postcard, you'll probably be out of surgery already. Don't worry too much and just focus on recovering. I'm sure everything will go well. Your friend, the most handsome Qin Pailin. Su Lingxin laughed. Dr. Qin is really so thoughtful. I guess he's all right. Lu Tianqi said unimpressed. At least he understood not to cross the line. While I'm recovering, you better keep this postcard safe for me. If it goes missing, you'll be the only one to blame, warned Su Lingxin. Okay, fine. Lingxin, I have to go back to the company now. Lu Tianqi grabbed his hand. I won't be coming back here tonight.
Why?
Lu Tianqi touched his face. If I'm too tired, I'm afraid I'll make you worry. Sure enough, he's really busy at work these days. Are you still going to sleep in the greenhouse? Lu Tianqi shook his head. I won't, because if I catch a cold, I won't be able to come see you anymore. Su Lingxin's face turned crimson. Oh. If anything comes up, you can call me at any time. I'll come over immediately. He smiled. Okay. Days later, Su Lingxin and Lu Tianqi were heading home. Mr. Su, congratulations on getting discharged from the hospital, said the butler. Thank you. Su Lingxin responded. Lu Tianqi was hesitating to speak. There was a suffocating silence. What's wrong? Asked Su Lingxin. Lingxin, where do you plan on staying? He turned his head towards the window. If I said I was going back to my own apartment, would you be angry? Lu Tianqi's mood dropped, but he just let out a sigh before speaking. I won't, but I will worry that I haven't been taking good enough care of you. Lu Tianqi held his hand. Su Lingxin thought about it. Let's go home, he relented. Lu Tianqi was surprised. Okay, let's go home. Let's go home right now. He had a beaming smile spread across his face. Once at their home, Su Lingxin took a look at his flowers. I asked the gardeners how to take care of them, because I was afraid I'd make them wilt, spoke Lu Tianqi tentatively. Su Lingxin turned to look at him. Are they blooming now? Lu Tianqi embraced him from behind. As the fluttering flower and its unrestrained style grows weary, the husband waits alone, joked Lu Tianqi. You're completely changing the meaning with that flippant tongue of yours, laughed Su Lingxin. Go ahead and wait alone then. At night, Su Lingxin was resting back against the headboard, thinking about their relationship. If one day we could put on an act, we would be able to go on caring for and loving each other in a mutually beneficial way. He pricked his finger on the flower. However, as the days went by, an untouchable thorn would remain in the bottom of my heart, and our peaceful lives would only be a facade. The next morning, Su Lingxin was making his way to the living room. He heard yelling. Lu Tianqi, are you really going to bring this all the way to court? This voice. Isn't it young master who? Tianqi? Su Lingxin called out on his way down the staircase. Lu Tianqi and young master, who were arguing. Lu Tianqi stood in front of Su Lingxin protectively. Listen carefully. If you don't make a public apology with appropriate compensation, I will continue dragging this out, declared Lu Tianqi. Su Lingxin was confused. Suddenly, young master, who charged forward with his hand, reached out towards Su Lingxin. That guy, what does he have that's worth protecting like that? Lu Tianqi grabbed his hand. Get out of our house. Young master, who stared shock at him before storming out. Are you okay? Yeah. Lu Tianqi was relieved. Here you go, Mr. Su. The butler placed a plate of food in front of him. Thank you. To be honest, we haven't been able to find evidence that he harmed you on purpose. Lu Tianqi's hands trembled. That's the only reason he can still act so shamelessly. Is that so? However, we can also just hold their equestrian center responsible. Lu Tianqi smiled. I've already asked your doctor to compile the medical records. Destroying the reputation of that equestrian center will also destroy the Hu family's reputation. Won't this affect your work with President Hu? It will. So no matter how much he cares for his son, and even if he hates us for not agreeing to his terms, he'll have to back down for the sake of profit. Su Lingxin laughed. What's wrong? Do you feel like this isn't enough for you to vent your anger? What if I wanted you to openly insult the Hu family and never deal with them again? Asked Su Lingxin. Lu Tianqi stayed silent for a moment. That would be very difficult. Truly very difficult. Okay, then we can just leave it at that. Su Lingxin continued to eat his breakfast. Lu Tianqi smiled at him. Here, let me spread some butter on there for you. Later, the couple visited the Hu family's stables. My young people like you sure do heal up quickly, commented President Hu. Su Lingxin greeted him. On my way back, I'll make my son send over the best swallow's nest and goji berries. President Hu turned to his son. Are you still not going to come and apologize to Mr. Su? Young master, who was reluctant, but approached the couple and bowed to them. I sincerely apologize for causing harm to Mr. Su. Young master, whose people also bowed. We sincerely apologize. He's going to be transferred away, so I'll make sure this youngster suffers a little and learns his lesson. You guys can rest assured that he won't be allowed back on the mainland again. Lu Tianqi held Su Lingxin in his arms. You've worked hard, President Hu. Su Lingxin nodded his head. I only did what I should have. Father and son took their leave. Hey, why did you make it into such a big event? Su Lingxin nudged Lu Tianqi. Because it's necessary. He needs to know what shame really feels like. He looked like he was about to cry just now. Su Lingxin was happy to hear that. It really does feel like I got to let off my anger. How about we shut down these stables? Said Lu Tianqi with a smirk. Huh? I don't think that's necessary. Lu Tianqi laughed. Lingxin, I need to ask if this is okay with you. Because of you, the Hu family offered some benefits to me. Am I allowed to take them? Why didn't they directly make the offer to me? Of course it's because they thought we'd be of one mind since we're together. Is that so? Of course. Would you be mad at me? Su Lingxin looked at Lu Tianqi's face. Tianqi feels guilty that he can't give up such a large business venture for my sake. Because he has employees that are counting on this to make a living. Even if the thorn in my heart can't be removed, this person is willing to wear it down and soften it. He really cares for me. He held hands with Lu Tianqi. You can take it. After all, your wealth can cause no harm to me. Your money is my money, and my money is my money. Lu Tianqi picked up Su Lingxin in his arms. Hey. Lingxin, thank you. In the greenhouse, Su Lingxin woke up from his nap. The weather is too humid. He looked up at the flowers and saw a few petals fall. Did they not get taken care of well because they were hanging up too high? He stood up but stumbled on his feet. He closed his eyes and opened them again. He saw the flowers again. It was unbelievable. Su Lingxin started to cry. I can see, he shouted. I can see now. Lu Tianqi was standing outside the greenhouse on a phone call. Lu Tianqi embraced Su Lingxin. I can't believe the first thing you saw wasn't me, but these flowers instead. The flowers are much better looking than you. Besides, I'm not a baby bird that follows whoever they see first. Humph. I want to come home, said Su Lingxin happily. Lu Tianqi was startled. Oh. Let's go. Su Lingxin caressed Lu Tianqi's face. Help me move my things back. Lu Tianqi leaned his head against Su Lingxin's. Lingxin, welcome home. The couple were overjoyed.
And that is a wrap. I'll try to post more consistently, but I do have a busy schedule that affects my free time for making content. Also, thank you for watching my previous video. Continue love. It's currently at 2.6k views. Also, don't forget to subscribe. It helps the channel grow. Maybe in the future I'll be able to post more frequently. Bye, guys.